It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're celebrating Freedom Day on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And good morning if you've just joined us. I'm surrounded by some of the hottest men, not even in South Africa, but in the world. We're talking about our right for freedom as South African, but also the LGBT community and their fight for rights to be who they are and to live a fulfilled life. And we're talking about the Mr. Gay World competition as well that's going to be happening. With me, Kuni and Dita, welcome, as well as welcome all of you gentlemen. Sheesh, looking good this morning on the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Kuni, let me start off with you. We all know about the concepts behind Mr. World and Mr. Universe, but what is Mr. Gay World all about?
Well, Mr. Gay World is defined as the search for an LGBT ambassador and a role model for LGBT youth. It is not a beauty pageant. We don't have, firstly, for instance, an age restriction.
Okay.
Also, the categories in which they are judged are more all-encompassing. For instance, there's an art challenge, there's sport, there is public speaking, there's also a written test on the history of LGBT rights and current affairs. So it's not a beauty pageant. The moment that you say, and you add the gay, Mr. Gay World, it becomes political.
Yes.
And it's to bring that message across that LGBT rights are human rights.
Of course.
And especially, like you said, we're celebrating Freedom Day. And we also were liberated as LGBT people in 1994 when South Africa was the first constitution in the world that banned discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation.
Sure. Dita, why was it so important to put together an event of this nature?
It's very important because we need a spokesperson worldwide who can speak to the whole worldwide community. There are guys coming from different countries and there are so many different issues about being gay in their countries, and it's so important to help worldwidely, to reach out to the community worldwide and talk to them and help them to get it on, you know.
Absolutely. Now, I want to know, what is the most asked question in the competition's history? Because I'm sure that one of you guys, maybe Mr. Japan?
Hong Kong.
Mr. Hong Kong, I'm sorry, Mr. Hong Kong. Do you know what is the most asked question in the competition's history?
I don't know what that most asked question is, but I think it's why would you like to become Mr. Gay World?
Okay, and what would the $1 million answer be?
I think, well, at least what I would...
Sorry, here we go.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the most asked question would be?
Why would you like to become Mr. Gay World?
Okay, and the answer?
For me, it would be to raise awareness on global issues affecting our LGBT community. We all come from different parts of the world, and in some places that are represented in this pageant or competition today is illegal to be gay. So it's important to stand in solidarity with those countries and raise awareness on important issues like the rise of HIV. And it's fun and all celebration, but it's important to maintain a message that's positive and encourage people to stay strong.
Yeah, I love that. I love that not only are they beautiful faces, and I couldn't stop looking at Mr. Hong Kong's face there, but you guys are also spreading such important messages and trying to change the world as we go along. Kuni, I just want to know from you, what is the most important thing do you think our society needs at the moment?
Well, it's equality for everybody. We have seen now recently in our country's history, and which is actually a shame to us, that we have things like xenophobia and homophobia and racism. And what is the most important, and now we all can just get along, is that just let the sun shine on someone else as well. As you would like it to be on yourself. And that's basically what it all boils down to. And that includes everybody against the spectrum, and then we won't have things like racism, xenophobia, or then homophobia, or transphobia, or whatever phobia there is. Just let the sun shine on someone else as well.
Just let the sun shine on someone else as well. Thank you so much, Kuni, Dita, and of course the delegates from Mr. Gay World 2015. We'll be chatting to them more a little bit later on in the show. But Ewan, what else is coming up?